In a world relentlessly pulling us in countless directions, often fueled by fleeting desires and societal pressures, Stoicism emerges as a profound philosophy for cultivating true liberation. As Marcus Aurelius eloquently stated, the majority of people live like puppets, rarely considering the purpose behind their actions, succumbing to selfish impulses and societal expectations. Stop allowing your mind to be a slave to be jerked about by selfish impulses. Marcus Aurelius said the majority of people live like puppets, rarely, if ever, considering the purpose behind their actions. This essay explores how, contrary to this puppet-like existence, Stoicism offers a path less traveled, a journey towards a deeper freedom rooted in self-mastery, inner strength, and the ability to navigate life's complexities with grace and wisdom. We will delve into the core principles of Stoicism, exploring how to break free from the shackles of uncontrolled emotions, societal expectations, and the pursuit of external validation, ultimately discovering a liberation that transcends earthly achievements and resonates with inner peace. This exploration will reveal how the power of the mind, through disciplined thought and virtuous action, can be harnessed to unlock boundless potential and achieve a truly fulfilling existence, mirroring YouTube's aim to empower individuals through knowledge and self-discovery. Lesson 1. The essence of perception. The true battleground for freedom, the Stoics believed, lies not in the external world, but within the confines of our own minds. Perception, as Aurelius teaches, is the lens through which we view the tapestry of life. It is a tool as malleable as clay, yet as potent as the fiercest weapon. The Stoics understood this, advocating for transformation within, a reshaping of our perceptual lens to see beyond the immediate, beyond the superficial chaos that life often presents. The video rightly states the true battleground where freedom is won or lost lies not in the external world, but within the confines of our minds. This lesson is not about denying the existence of external pressures or challenges. Rather, it's about recognizing that our interpretation of these events holds the key to our chains or our freedom. By altering our perception, we seize control over our emotions, our reactions, and ultimately, our sense of peace. This echoes the power of perspective, a technique often employed by effective YouTubers to engage their audience with thought-provoking content. Imagine encountering a sudden job loss. The initial reaction might be despair, anxiety, and a sense of powerlessness. However, a Stoic approach involves consciously reframing the situation. Instead of viewing it as a catastrophic failure, you can choose to see it as an opportunity for reinvention, for pursuing a long-held passion, or for acquiring new skills. This shift in perception transforms a source of immense stress into a catalyst for personal growth. Walking away, in the Stoic sense, is not one of physical retreat, but of mental liberation. It is to free oneself from the tyranny of uncontrolled emotions, from the shackles of societal expectations, and from the prison of our own unchecked perceptions. Aurelius's wisdom beckons us to embark on a journey inward, to the only domain truly under our dominion, our minds. In mastering our perceptions, we find the strength to face life's tumultuous seasons with equanimity. This mastery is not an end, but a beginning, the first step on a path that leads to inner peace, resilience, and a profound sense of freedom. Consider the constant barrage of negative news in the modern world. It's easy to become overwhelmed by anxiety and despair, feeling powerless in the face of global challenges. However, a Stoic approach would involve consciously limiting exposure to negative news, focusing on what you can control, and seeking out sources of inspiration and hope. This doesn't mean ignoring the problems of the world, but rather choosing to engage with them from a place of strength and clarity, rather than succumbing to despair. As we delve deeper into the Stoic lessons that Aurelius and his brethren offer, we uncover the blueprints to not just withstand the vicissitudes of life, but to thrive amidst them. Walking away, then, becomes an act of profound empowerment, a declaration of independence from external circumstances and a step towards the ultimate freedom, the freedom of the self. This concept can be incorporated into content creation, with channels that promote mindfulness and positive thinking gaining traction. Lesson 2. Finding freedom in letting go of toxic relationships. Within the mosaic of human experience, relationships stand as one of the most potent forces shaping our journey. Stoicism, a philosophy grounded in the pursuit of inner peace and virtue, offers profound insights into navigating the complexities of human connections. Drawing from the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, we uncover a lesson of liberation that is both challenging and transformative, the power of walking away from relationships that hinder our growth. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength. The video re-emphasizes this concept as not only applicable to external circumstances, but also to internal dynamics of our relationships. Aurelius teaches us that rationality should guide our lives, urging us to use reason to discern the value and healthiness of our relationships. This discernment is not a call to judgment, but a push towards understanding which connections foster growth and which sap our vitality. The Stoics posit that relationships should be based on mutual respect, growth, and the shared pursuit of virtue. When a relationship becomes toxic, it not only disrupts our peace, but also detracts from our ability to live a virtuous life. This aligns with modern understandings of healthy relationships. Imagine a friendship characterized by constant criticism, negativity, and a lack of support. While loyalty and compassion are valuable virtues, the Stoics recognize that some relationships are inherently damaging to our well-being. Remaining in such a relationship out of a sense of obligation or fear of loneliness ultimately hinders our personal growth and prevents us from pursuing our own path to virtue. Letting go of toxic relationships is an act of courage and self-respect. It is a declaration that we value ourselves enough to walk away from situations that cause us harm. This process involves a deep self-reflection to recognize the signs of toxicity and the wisdom to understand that some paths are meant to diverge for us to grow. It's about accepting that letting go is not a defeat, but a step towards self-preservation and inner peace. This can be particularly relevant in the age of social media, where maintaining appearances can be prioritized over genuine well-being. The act of walking away from a toxic relationship is a profound exercise in freedom. It is the embodiment of the Stoic belief that we have the power to control our reactions and emotions. By choosing to leave a relationship that no longer serves us, we're taking control of our emotional well-being and redirecting our path toward a more fulfilling life. This freedom is not immediate. It comes with its own set of challenges, including the pain of loss and the fear of loneliness. However, Stoicism teaches us that these feelings are natural, and that through perseverance, wisdom, and the cultivation of inner virtues, we can overcome them. The freedom gained from letting go of toxic relationships is a testament to our resilience and capacity for growth. It opens up space in our lives for healthier relationships that align with our values and aspirations. Walking away from toxic relationships is a pivotal lesson in the Stoic journey toward freedom. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that our perceptions and actions are within our control, even in the realm of interpersonal dynamics. By applying the Stoic principles of rationality, self-reflection, and virtue, we can navigate the complexities of human relationships with wisdom and grace. Letting go is not just about ending a relationship. It's about embracing the opportunity for personal development and finding peace in the autonomy of our emotional and moral landscape. YouTube content that addresses relationship advice often resonates with viewers, highlighting the importance of this topic. Lesson 3. The serenity of accepting what we cannot change. In the pursuit of tranquility and freedom, Stoicism offers a powerful lesson in the art of acceptance. Drawing upon the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and the Stoic tradition, we find a call to recognize the limits of our control and to embrace the peace that comes from letting go. The video draws from Aurelius, urging us to find peace in what fate binds us to. Accept the things to which fate binds you, Aurelius advises, urging us to find not resignation, but a deep, empowering peace in acceptance. This lesson, central to our journey towards liberation, teaches us that true freedom lies not in our ability to bend the world to our will, but in our capacity to accept what lies beyond our power to change. The serenity of accepting what we cannot change starts with understanding the bounds of control. At the heart of Stoic philosophy is the discernment between what is within our control and what is not. Our thoughts, our actions, and our responses lie within our realm of influence, while the actions of others, the course of nature, and the unfolding of events do not. This recognition does not diminish our agency, but clarifies it, focusing our energy on the fertile ground of our attitudes and behaviors. Imagine being stuck in a traffic jam. Getting angry and frustrated won't change the situation. It will only increase your stress levels. A Stoic approach would involve accepting the reality of the traffic jam, focusing on what you can control, such as listening to an audiobook, practicing mindfulness, or planning your day. This act of acceptance is not passive surrender, but an active engagement with reality as it is, choosing to focus on our internal landscape, where true change can occur. This Stoic lesson of acceptance teaches us to walk away from the illusion of control over external events and to walk towards the freedom of internal mastery. In doing so, we find a resilient peace that is not easily disturbed by the tumult of the world. Our emotional equilibrium becomes rooted in a deep understanding of the nature of things, enabling us to face life's challenges with grace and equanimity. This lesson resonates deeply in the age of social media, where we're constantly bombarded with images of others' seemingly perfect lives. It's easy to become envious and dissatisfied with our own lives, constantly striving to achieve unrealistic expectations. However, a Stoic approach would involve accepting that everyone's journey is different and focusing on cultivating our own virtues and pursuing our own goals, regardless of what others are doing. The freedom and acceptance described can only come from embracing acceptance. It frees us from the weight of anxiety, frustration, and disappointment that comes from clashing with the immutable. The Stoic path to freedom is paved with the wisdom of acceptance. It guides us to distinguish between the domain of our control and the vast expanse that lies beyond it. In learning to walk away from the latter, we embrace a powerful form of freedom, one that comes from within and is not contingent on external circumstances. Marcus Aurelius, through his meditations, offers us a compass by which to navigate this journey. His teachings remind us that while we may not control the winds of fate, we can adjust our sails, steering our inner world toward a horizon of peace and freedom. YouTube channels that focus on mindfulness and acceptance often attract a large audience, demonstrating the desire for this type of content. Lesson 4. Embracing rationality as our guiding light. In the mosaic of Stoic teachings, rationality gleams as a beacon, guiding us through the fog of existence with unwavering clarity. Marcus Aurelius, a sage of ancient times, championed the cause of reason as the bedrock upon which a fulfilling life is built. He implored us to harness our innate capacity for logical thought, distinguishing meticulously between what is virtuous, what is indifferent, and what lies beyond our sphere of influence. This Stoic principle beckons us to a higher form of freedom, one that is rooted in the dominion of our inner world over the chaos of the external. The video showcases Marcus Aurelius' advocacy of rational thought as the backbone to a fulfilling life. Marcus Aurelius, a sage of ancient times, championed the cause of reason as the bedrock upon which a fulfilling life is built. Rationality, as illuminated by Aurelius, is not a cold, detached logic, but a vibrant, living process of engaging with the world. It is the compass by which we navigate the treacherous waters of life, distinguishing between the shores of good and evil and steering clear of the mirages that lead us astray. This journey of discernment requires us to cultivate a deep understanding of our nature and of the natural laws that govern the universe. It is a call to focus our energies not on the tempest beyond our control, but on the calm center within, where reason reigns supreme. Imagine facing a difficult ethical dilemma. A Stoic approach would involve carefully analyzing the situation, considering the potential consequences of each course of action, and applying the principles of reason and virtue to arrive at a just and compassionate decision. This might involve consulting with trusted mentors, seeking out different perspectives, and reflecting on your own values. By adopting rationality as our guiding principle, we free ourselves from the whims of fleeting emotions and the turbulence of external events. This liberation is not an escape, but an elevation, a movement toward a state of being where every decision is infused with clarity and purpose. In this realm, freedom is not the absence of constraints, but the presence of a guiding light, leading us toward wisdom and virtue. This emphasis on reason and logic is crucial in a world often driven by emotion and misinformation. The Stoic embrace of rationality is a testament to the profound belief in the power of the human spirit to transcend its limitations. Aurelius's teachings invite us to reclaim our autonomy by exercising our reason, questioning the world around us, and aligning our actions with the highest good. This alignment is not a passive acceptance, but an active engagement with life, a commitment to living in harmony with nature and reason. To free yourself in the context of Stoicism is to walk towards the light of rationality. It is to build an inner citadel impervious to the storms of fate and fortune, where the flames of wisdom illuminate the path to peace. As we venture further into the lessons of Stoicism, we discover that the freedom we seek is not a distant dream, but a present reality, waiting to be unveiled through the power of our rational minds. In this light, rationality becomes more than a philosophical ideal. It is a practical tool for liberation, a means by which we carve out a space of tranquility in a tumultuous world. Through the eyes of Stoicism, we learn that to be free is not to detach from the world, but to engage with it more deeply, guided by the steady hand of reason. This aligns with YouTube's function as a platform for educational and informative content. Lesson 5. The transformative power of challenges. In the heart of Stoicism lies a paradoxical truth that obstacles are not hindrances, but pathways to growth. Marcus Aurelius, through his meditations on life, imparts a lesson of profound resilience, teaching us that the very challenges we often wish to avoid are the crucibles in which our character is forged. The impediment to action advances action, what stands in the way becomes the way. This potent statement, as the video states, encapsulates the Stoic approach to adversity, not as a force to be feared, but as an opportunity to be embraced. This approach beckons us towards a form of freedom that is earned through the overcoming of obstacles, a freedom that is characterized by strength, patience, and an indomitable spirit. The Stoic philosophy invites us to view challenges through a lens of opportunity. Each difficulty that arises is a chance to practice virtues such as patience, discipline, and resilience. This perspective transforms the landscape of our lives from one littered with obstacles to one ripe with potential. The trials we face are no longer seen as barriers to our progress, but as stepping stones on the path to personal development and inner peace. Imagine encountering a significant financial setback. A common reaction might be to feel overwhelmed, anxious, and discouraged. However, a Stoic approach would involve viewing the situation as an opportunity to develop financial discipline, to learn new skills, or to reevaluate your priorities. You might take a budgeting course, explore new career options, or start a side hustle. This reimagining of adversity requires a shift in perception, a willingness to see beyond the immediate discomfort and to recognize the long-term benefits of enduring and overcoming hardships. It is a call to action, urging us to engage with our struggles actively and to find within them the seeds of growth. In this way, challenges become not just bearable, but valuable, integral to the journey towards self-mastery and freedom. The Stoic embrace of challenges as opportunities for growth leads us to a deeper understanding of freedom. This freedom is not the absence of adversity, but the mastery over our reactions to it. It is a state of being where we are no longer slaves to our circumstances, but architects of our destiny. By facing our challenges head-on with courage and conviction, we build an inner fortress, a citadel of strength and resilience that stands firm in the face of life's storms. This process of transformation through adversity is not a solitary endeavor. Stoicism teaches us that we are part of a larger whole, connected to others through the fabric of humanity. Our struggles and triumphs are shared, and in embracing our challenges, we contribute to the collective strength and wisdom of our community. This interconnectedness adds another layer to our freedom, reminding us that our personal growth reverberates beyond the confines of our individual lives. Content that showcases individuals overcoming adversity often resonates with audiences and promotes resilience. Lesson 6. The wisdom of daily self-reflection. In the journey toward personal freedom and inner peace, Stoicism presents the invaluable practice of daily self-reflection. Marcus Aurelius, a philosopher-emperor and a Stoic, meticulously recorded his thoughts, offering us a window into the transformative power of introspection. He believed that understanding oneself is the first step in navigating life's complexities with wisdom and virtue. You could leave life right now, let that determine what you do and say and think. The video prompts a heavy but true lesson that provides insight into how to examine and handle your actions, words, and thoughts in the face of a finite existence. To free yourself in this context is to step back from the noise of daily life and enter the quietude of self-examination, where true liberation begins. Daily self-reflection is akin to holding up a mirror to one's soul, examining the reflections without judgment, but with an earnest desire to understand and improve. This practice encourages us to question our motivations, scrutinize our actions, and assess our progress toward living a life of virtue. It's a moment to pause away from the external demands and distractions, to reconnect with our inner selves and realign our actions with our principles. Imagine setting aside 15 minutes each evening to reflect on your day. You might ask yourself, what did I do well today? What could I have improved? Did my actions align with my values? Did I treat others with kindness and respect? What lessons did I learn? By honestly answering these questions, you can identify areas where you need to grow and develop strategies for doing so. This introspective journey is not an exercise in self-criticism, but a path to self-awareness and growth. By regularly reflecting on our day, our choices, and our reactions, we cultivate a deeper understanding of who we are and who we aspire to be. This awareness empowers us to make conscious choices, learn from our missteps, and celebrate our successes, however small they may be. The freedom gained through daily self-reflection is profound. It liberates us from the unconscious patterns that often dictate our lives, allowing us to live more deliberately and authentically. This practice opens the door to a form of freedom that is self-generated, independent of external circumstances. It equips us with the tools to navigate life's challenges with a sense of purpose and equanimity, grounded in a clear understanding of our values and goals. Moreover, self-reflection fosters a sense of accountability and personal responsibility. It reminds us that while we may not have control over every aspect of our lives, we have the power to control our perceptions, our reactions, and our will to grow. This realization is a key to unlocking the door to inner freedom, to walking away from the shackles of an unexamined life, and stepping into the light of self-awareness and purposeful living. Content that provides tools and techniques for self-reflection often resonates with audiences seeking personal growth. Lesson 7. Embracing the present moment. The Stoic philosophy, with its deep insights into human nature and the cosmos, offers a profound lesson on the importance of living in the present. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, eloquently reminds us, You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. This powerful reflection serves as a cornerstone for understanding the Stoic approach to freedom and contentment. To free yourself in the context of this lesson means to liberate oneself from the shackles of past regrets and future anxieties, embracing the boundless potential of the now. The Stoics teach us that the past is immutable and the future is uncertain. Dwelling on what has been or what might be is a path paved with discontent. Instead, Stoicism invites us to focus our energy and attention on the present moment, the only domain where we can truly exert influence. Imagine savoring a simple cup of coffee. A Stoic approach would involve focusing all of your attention on the present moment, appreciating the aroma, the taste, and the warmth of the cup in your hands. You would let go of any worries about the future or regrets about the past, fully immersing yourself in the experience. This focus on the present is not a passive acceptance, but an active engagement with life, a commitment to making the most out of every moment, recognizing the impermanence of our existence as a call to live fully and virtuously. Embracing the present moment demands a radical shift in perspective. It requires us to walk away from the mental habits that bind us to our past failures and future worries, freeing us to experience life with a renewed sense of clarity and purpose. This liberation from time's tyranny opens up a space for gratitude, for in the present, we find countless opportunities for joy and fulfillment that are often overlooked in our pursuit of what lies beyond our reach. Living free in the present, the Stoic practice of embracing the present moment cultivates a form of freedom that is deeply personal and universally accessible. It frees us from the constraints of temporal thinking, allowing us to experience life in its fullest richness. This way of living is characterized by an appreciation for simple pleasures, a commitment to our duties and relationships, and a serene acceptance of life's ebb and flow. Moreover, by centering our lives around the present, we develop resilience against life's inevitable challenges. The Stoic perspective teaches us that hardship is less daunting when faced one moment at a time. This approach does not diminish the reality of suffering, but empowers us to navigate it with grace, using our virtues as a compass. Mindfulness and meditation techniques, often featured on YouTube, directly correlate to this lesson. Lesson 8. The tranquility of embracing impermanence. Stoicism, with its profound insights into human existence, teaches us the value of embracing the impermanence of life. The video also explains the impact of impermanence. The Stoic acknowledgement of life's impermanence is not a call to nihilism or despair, but an invitation to cherish the now. This ancient philosophy, through the thoughtful meditations of Marcus Aurelius, invites us to ponder on the transient nature of all things. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it, he muses, guiding us to a realization that freedom lies in our acceptance of life's fleeting moments. To free yourself in this Stoic context means to liberate ourselves from the grasp of clinging to permanence in a world that is inherently impermanent. The Stoic acknowledgement of life's impermanence is not a call to nihilism or despair, but an invitation to cherish the now. It teaches us that our attachments to external achievements, possessions, and even relationships can lead to suffering, as these are all subject to change and decay. Instead, Stoicism encourages us to find stability and peace within ourselves, focusing on our virtue and character, the true constants in the ever-changing tapestry of existence. This perspective empowers us to walk away from the anxieties associated with change and the fear of loss. By embracing impermanence, we open ourselves to the flow of life, accepting each moment as it comes with grace and gratitude. This acceptance does not diminish our passion for life, but enriches it, allowing us to live fully aware of the preciousness of each moment. Imagine appreciating the beauty of a flower, knowing that it will eventually wither and fade. A Stoic approach would involve savoring its beauty while it lasts, without becoming attached to its continued existence. This allows you to appreciate its beauty more fully and to accept its eventual demise with peace. The freedom that comes from embracing impermanence is profound. It liberates us from the heavy chains of expectation and the dread of inevitability, placing us firmly in the realm of the present, where life truly unfolds. This liberation allows us to engage with the world more openly and authentically, unburdened by the need to preserve or prolong. Moreover, the Stoic practice of reflecting on impermanence enhances our resilience. When we understand that change is the nature of the universe, we are better equipped to face life's challenges and losses. We learn to value the impermanent beauty of life, like the changing seasons, each bringing its own form of joy and sorrow, all contributing to the growth of our character. Content that explores themes of loss, grief, and resilience can be deeply moving and impactful. Lesson 9. Cultivating inner strength through the inner citadel. In the teachings of Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius introduces the concept of the inner citadel, a fortress within ourselves where we can seek refuge and strength regardless of external circumstances. The video describes the inner citadel as a fortress within ourselves where we can seek refuge and strength regardless of external circumstances. This philosophical construct serves as a sanctuary of the mind, where one's virtues and rationality reside, impervious to the tumult of the external world. To free yourself in this lesson means to retreat into this inner sanctum, finding freedom in the unassailable strength of our character and convictions. The inner citadel symbolizes the essence of Stoic resilience. It is built upon the understanding that while we may not have control over the events that happen to us, we possess the ultimate jurisdiction over our responses. This inner stronghold is fortified by virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By cultivating these virtues, we develop an inner strength that can withstand any adversity. Imagine facing a personal attack or unfair criticism. A Stoic approach would involve retreating to your inner citadel, reminding yourself of your values and your worth, and refusing to let the negativity of others penetrate your inner peace. You would focus on responding with reason and compassion, rather than reacting with anger or defensiveness. Retreating to our inner citadel does not mean withdrawing from the world or shirking our responsibilities. Rather, it signifies drawing upon our inner resources to engage with life more fully and authentically. From this place of strength, we can face challenges with equanimity, make decisions aligned with our moral compass, and maintain our tranquility amidst chaos. The journey to building and embracing our inner citadel is both challenging and rewarding. It requires constant practice, self-reflection, and the application of Stoic principles in our daily lives. As we strengthen our inner fortress, we find that our dependency on external validation and circumstances diminishes. We become more self-reliant, not in a sense of isolation, but in our ability to find peace and contentment from within. This empowerment is a form of freedom that transcends physical or situational constraints. It is the freedom to choose our attitude in any given circumstance, to respond with virtue rather than react with impulsivity. This concept can be visualized through various artistic mediums, making it engaging for a wider audience. Lesson 10. Virtue is the only true good. In the culmination of our exploration into Stoicism and its teachings on how to free yourself, we arrive at a fundamental Stoic principle: the belief that virtue is the sole true good. This concept, championed by Marcus Aurelius and his Stoic predecessors, posits that living a life of moral excellence is the highest form of freedom. The video closes by stating the lesson's objective: to liberate ourselves from the endless pursuit of externals and to find true contentment and liberty in the pursuit of virtue. This lesson invites us to shift our focus from external achievements and material success to the cultivation of inner virtues, such as wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. To free yourself in this final lesson means to liberate ourselves from the endless pursuit of externals and to find true contentment and liberty in the pursuit of virtue. The Stoics argue that external conditions, wealth, health, status, are not inherently good or bad. They are indifferent. What matters is the use we make of these conditions and whether our actions align with virtue. This perspective challenges us to reevaluate our values and priorities, encouraging us to walk away from societal pressures and expectations that distract us from our moral development. Imagine achieving great success in your career. A Stoic approach would involve recognizing that this success is not the ultimate goal, but rather an opportunity to use your resources and influence to make a positive impact on the world. You might mentor others, contribute to charitable causes, or advocate for social justice. By placing virtue at the center of our lives, we gain a steadfast source of freedom that remains constant regardless of our external circumstances. This freedom is rooted in the knowledge that we are living in accordance with our highest principles, leading lives of integrity and purpose. It is a freedom that comes from within, unshakable and enduring. The power of positive influence is a message that resonates deeply with content creators. Conclusion. Focusing on virtue as the only true good brings our journey through Stoic philosophy and the concept of free yourself to a powerful conclusion. This lesson does not signify an end, but a beginning, a lifelong journey of striving toward moral excellence and finding freedom in the alignment of our actions with our deepest values. The teachings of Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism as a whole offer a timeless guide to living a fulfilled and free life, grounded in the pursuit of virtue. The path to liberation is not marked by grand exits or dramatic departures, but by the quiet steps we take each day toward understanding, virtue, and inner peace. May we continue to embrace the lessons of letting go, finding strength in the stillness of our spirits, and freedom in the depth of our convictions. With each step, we forge a legacy of resilience and grace, a testament to the enduring power of self-mastery and the serene embrace of life's impermanent dance. Let's carry forward the torch of enlightenment that has been passed down through the ages. The positive message of finding freedom and fulfillment through self-mastery is consistent with YouTube's mission of empowering individuals.